Hello everyone and welcome to QualityOldGames. Today we are having another How Good Is test, and this time we are testing Eastern Infantry. And perhaps to be more accurate, the test name should be How Bad is Eastern Infantry. I'm expecting these battles to be short, sad and rather brutal. But let's see how well we can do against 12 Eastern Infantries with only 4, especially... What? Oh, I was thinking that the enemy was breaking, but yeah, I mean, this is perhaps what's to be expected. So, we managed to take down 5 of their, well, 6 and 1 recovered. But yeah, that was exactly as I said. Short, sad and brutal battle. So actually, do they have... No, they don't have any desert bonuses. That might have been the saving grace. Actually, the only battle where I think these guys might actually achieve something is the versus Cavalry battle. But, well, we shall see. And I'm a bit afraid that the first pillar volley will be too much for almost all of these. Well, some casualties inflicted. That's at least something. Oh.
This may cause panic in your army.
Indeed, this may cause panic in your army.
Our army has been soundly beaten.
Yeah.
And even now the enemy must be plotting fresh atrocities.
I guess one of those fresh atrocities is pillar volley on the back. But yeah, 3 casualties inflicted. That was that one flanking charge. Okay, so I guess this is the only time that these guys actually do have a chance of getting some serious points in these tests. Let's see how they will fare. Let's use the rally horn. Wavering, not good. Breaking. Yeah, I guess that was too much.
And even now the enemy must be plotting fresh atrocities.
I don't know. I don't think I could have done anything better. But hey, we inflicted the most casualties thus far. So clearly they are better against cavalry than anything else. Okay, and let's get going. Regarding this battle, I'm a bit concerned that actually those Velites might be able to beat our Eastern Infantries in melee. But let's see what happens. And the rally horn. Wavering already. Yeah.
Your general shames himself and your people. No excuses can be made for fleeing like this.
Yeah, these are rather horrible, well, frightening in melee, these Roman missile units, so I guess this is to be expected. Well, some casualties inflicted. At least they received some friendly fire as well. Okay, so here our hope is to kind of deplete the enemy of their missiles and then hope that the last unit is actually able to achieve something against them. because when they are firing from distance, I don't think the morale is as bad as it could be. These do have decent sized shields and large unit size with loose formation. I think things could be worse as well. Okay, they did rally.
Your general shames himself and your
Yeah.
people.
It seems
No excuses can be made for
Oh,
fleeing.
they're firing their friendlies. So, well, I mean, we will take all of those free gifts they kind of delivered to us, but yeah. I guess no surprises in here. So, let's see if we could separate one pike unit from the rest. Okay, that's happening, but not perhaps the way we were hoping for. Oh, they did break. So, as you can see, actually Eastern Infantry is meant to fight against Phalanxes. We will actually try to get a victory from this one. Let's try to separate another victim. We have a candidate over here. And once again, I mean, yeah, that's nice. Let's just make sure that they are not coming back. Uh-oh. And perhaps this should be actually our target, because they do have a general in here. And let's actually bring the general here as well to give some morale boost, as all of these guys are actually wavering. That's a bit too close. to be honest, I would have never thought that Eastern Infantries might actually be nearly this efficient against Phalanxes. But I guess it's just the morale penalty of being in Phalanx formation this close to the enemy. I don't know. Okay, speaking of morale penalties. They had suffered one casualty agreed, so perhaps that's a good grounds to break. Uh-oh. This time they were actually willing to engage. So this might get nasty rather soon. Probably mostly because we are tired. Yeah. Well, it was fun as long as it lasted. Well, at least they did achieve something. Okay, so I think we should be able to beat Town Watch in 1 versus 1, unless of course we break. So now the question is, should we... Perhaps we should just charge. Uh-oh, you are not going to face those Urban Cohorts. That will be a massacre. I think I will give the cavalry battle still a couple of tries. Perhaps putting the units on top of each other. Okay, yeah. And also charging them straight away. Perhaps the results might be a bit better that way. But yeah, that was quite clear. So that the general is a bit inside the formation, so he doesn't get killed too fast. So let's see if this type of blob formation might be beneficial. Okay, so he got pushed outside. Yeah, probably not going to help. But perhaps we're actually inflicting more casualties than we did in the first try. So perhaps the blob can actually achieve something.
Our army has been soundly beaten, and even now the enemy must be plotting
so we got 395 Romans remaining. So clearly a superior formation. That's good to know. And of course, let's see if we charge, can we do still a bit better. And the reason for this formation is that I have the general in the middle. So you two... Let's get going. Perhaps this will somehow skew the AI and thus enable us to achieve something more. Okay, this is going to break. Okay.
Defeat is a bitter taste.
This didn't
Make
work
all the worse
at all.
when it is clearly a defeat.
So it seems the blob is the most efficient way. Yeah, well, a bit better than the initial one, but it seems that the blob works the best. Though not well. That's one either. So, overall, the unit got 33 points out of 700 from battles, which is by far the worst score. Regarding the requirements, the unit cost is 330, so that's 39 points out of 50. The upkeep is 150, earning it 75 points out of 150. The requirements are tier 2 city barracks, so that's 80 points, and the building time is 1 turn, 100 points. Thus overall the points from requirements are 294, which actually is the highest thus far. Overall the score is 327, putting the unit in the worst place thus far. And I doubt that we will have many units performing worse than them in the tests. And overall, the verdicts for the unit, well, I think we all knew what to expect from the Eastern Infantry, but still, at least for me, it never ceases to surprise how easily they break. So, if you are in for a challenge campaign, just try that Eastern Infantry only challenge. That's, well, I cannot say with good conscience that's going to be fun, but that's going to be a challenge, let's put it that way. But yeah, feel free to share your thoughts in the unit below in the comments, and thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member, and very special thanks to existing channel members: Napoleon Complex, Cossack Hussar, Mark Anthony, Blue Eye Wolf. Your support is greatly treasured. Have a great rest of the day. QualityOldGames out.